Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for tomorrow's video, I'm going to be filming a what I eat in a day. And so even though it's not tomorrow yet, I am making my breakfast for tomorrow just because I work early and I don't have time in the morning to make anything. So I'm making overnight oats and I'm just going to show you how I make them really fast. I've showed them I think once before on my channel, but if you haven't seen them before, this will just be like a quick rundown of how to make it, and then if you have seen it you can just like skip later on to the rest of the video. So I already have my oats sitting in almond milk, so I use probably like about a cup and a half of oats. I just use the Bob's Red Mill gluten-free kind, and then I'm just putting it in unsweetened vanilla almond milk. And then what I'm going to add to them is just this vanilla protein powder. I use Vega, and I'm only going to use half the packet. So as you can see, it's already opened, and I've already used half of it. So I'm just going to put that in there. I'm going to add some sugar-free maple syrup just to sweeten it up a little bit. Add some cinnamon, and I'm going to chop up this apple, and then just throw the apple in there. And then just mix everything all together. Hey guys, so I actually started eating these already because I just got off work and this is like my first meal of the day. I had coffee earlier, but that doesn't really count. So yeah, I'm just eating this. This is like my breakfast. And I just want to show you guys really fast what it looks like when it's all done. Or like what it should look like, I guess, like the consistency. So you can see the oats like soaked up the almond milk and everything like that. So yeah, they're really good. I'm just going to eat this real fast, go to the gym, and then when I get home, I'm going to be filming something else. I'm not quite sure yet, but I'll obviously be hungry after I work out. So yeah, I'll just see you guys then. Alright guys, so I just got back from the gym and I'm going to make myself a kind of like a chicken salad sandwich, but I'm gonna make it with chickpeas or garbanzo beans instead. So I already chopped up some pickles, olives, and onions that's gonna go in this. So you just want to put these in a bowl and then mash them all up, and then I'll just show you the next step after I mash them up. Okay, and so I have all the chickpeas mashed up right here, but before I finish making that, I'm just going to heat up some bread or toast some bread with some cheese on it. So I'm just going to use this pepper jack follow your heart vegan cheese, and I'm just going to broil it in the oven for a little bit just so the cheese melts on top. So to finish making the chickpea part, I'm just gonna add some mustard, about maybe like 2 tablespoons, some vegan mayo, and then I'm also gonna add some hummus in there too. I'm just using this sriracha carrot hummus that I got from QFC. Okay, so now I have the mustard right here, I have the hummus right here, and the vegan mayo. And then now I'm just going to season it a little bit with some salt, some smoked paprika, and some pepper as well. And you can just add as much as you feel like you want. Okay, so I added the onions, the pickles, and the olives, and I'm just going to stir it all together as well, just to mix it all up, and then it's going to be ready to go to put on the bread. And you can add whatever veggies you want. I know some people like putting bell peppers or celery or stuff like that in there, but I just like to keep it to olives and pickles and stuff like that because I'm not a huge fan of bell peppers. Okay, so now the bread is all ready with the cheese all melted on top. And I think I forgot to mention, but I'm using Olivia, the super free gluten-free bread like I always use. But now we're ready to put the sandwich together. So you can just scoop, like this is a lot. It's not gonna fit on the sandwich. I just made some extra. So you just scoop as much as you can on there. Pat it down. And then I like to add cucumbers on top of mine too, so I'll just add some cucumbers on there. And then you are ready to go. So I realized that I am missing coconut whip to make my dessert for tonight, so I thought I would show you guys the vegan store that I always go to get this kind of stuff. Okay, it hasn't been that long since I made the chickpea sandwiches, but I'm kind of hungry, so I'm just gonna have dinner right now. So I'm making myself these like fish tacos, but I'm using I'm using Gardein chicken instead of like fish. So you can use fish if you're not vegan. And I'm gonna put pico de gallo on it. I'm gonna make the sauce that we're gonna put on it. We're gonna use chipotle seasoning. You can use real chipotle peppers if you want. And then I'm also gonna mix the chipotle seasoning with vegan mayo and then vegan sour cream as well. And then they're just gonna go on these corn tortillas with some avocado and some shredded lettuce as well. Okay, so I just have 2 of the chicken patties cooking in here. I just have it cooking in a little bit of avocado oil, and I'm just gonna cook each side for about 2 minutes on low heat. So I have it in between like 2 and 3. Okay, so now I'm going to make the sauce. So you're supposed to do half of the veganese with half of the vegan sour cream. And then you kind of just add the chipotle powder to taste, but it's pretty strong, so I would recommend just adding a little bit in at a time and then seeing how much you like. So we're just gonna put, for the amount of tacos I'm making, I'm probably only gonna put a couple tablespoons in of each. Should look to be like a little bit of a red color, not super red, but you can definitely see the chipotle powder in there. So after tasting it, I realized that I wanted a little bit more chipotle powder in there, so you can see the color is a little bit darker now. I probably added like double what I originally showed, but again, it just kind of depends on your preference. what they look like when they're all finished. You just saw me make them, but the lettuce right here, the avocado, chicken, the sauce underneath, and then the pico de gallo right here. And then before I eat them, I'm just gonna put a little bit of tapatio on. And then as I was eating them, I realized I forgot to mention how I cook the tortillas. I just put them on a nonstick skillet and just cooked them on high heat and just heated them up. As you can see, it kind of got a little bit brown. So yeah, it's super easy. I just like warmed them up a little bit. Okay, so it's been a couple hours since I had dinner, and I'm gonna have dessert now because I'm craving something kind of sweet. So I'm just gonna, I have some strawberries cut up in a bowl right here, you can see. And then I'm just gonna add, this is the stuff you guys saw me get at the vegan grocery store. It's just So Delicious coconut whip. So I'm just gonna add, I don't even know how much, like a couple scoopfuls of that. And then I'm just gonna add some cacao nibs on top. So yeah, that's all for what I ate today. I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you in my next video.